Good morning, FPL managers. There is a bit of drama today, a bit of chaos, which is fun because the Liverpool game may be called off. So I'm currently waiting for some news. Gianni is about to go live, so I'm going to put that on whilst I get ready and then anticipate what the game week will bring. Here is my team currently. Now, if the Liverpool game is off, I'll have to bench Salah and Trent, which is annoying because they are some of my most expensive assets and my favourite ones. Captaincy is currently on Salah, so that's going to have to be a bit of a... I'll probably just go to Palmer, but have to think about that. Then Trent, I was really looking forward to playing this game week, especially after his recent performance. So that's a bit of an annoying one. Could make some transfers if that's the case, but we'll deal with it if it gets called off. Not feeling great about the bench. I don't feel good about benching Chris Wood. And I think Chris Wood or Strand Larson. Wood maybe has the edge, but I'm not sure. So this storm may help me make that decision, force me into a decision. But I could also get really lucky with the bench like I did last game week, and I can't rely on that. I'm glad that I've got a strong bench for reasons like this, but it also gives me such a headache every single game week. And I know it's Strand Larson versus Wood, and I probably need to get over that. But they are two of my most fun players, and I would like to start both, but I don't think I can because I don't think I'm going to bench Semenyo or Rodgers. But we will wait and see if there is any news in the next hour. It has happened. There has been some chaos and the Liverpool game has been called off, which, positive, I quite like the chaos. I think it's fun and it makes the game a little bit more exciting because I think most people were going to captain Salah, and I did have a bit of hesitancy. I would have captained him 100%, but the hesitancy about Everton having the derby, and then also, although I do think that would have made it high scoring, the early kickoff, if there had been windy conditions and it wasn't called off, there's a lot going on there. So maybe it's a good thing that it's been called off, and now we can discuss captaincy options, which I'll get to in 2 seconds. But a really, really big positive is I don't have to worry about my bench now. I will play Chris Wood against Manchester United, and I'm also playing Milenkovic. Milenkovic is one... I think at the moment, my bench, I'm a bit gutted about benching Trent, won't lie. But I think with my with my defence, Trent and Porro are so expensive, I can't bench them. And then Nori, I'm not expecting big things at all. I don't think there'll be a clean sheet. Maybe attacking returns, but he's been quite slow in recent game weeks. So even then, but then I think Nori, the ownership's higher, it's probably safer to play him. I won't risk Milenkovic. Whereas now I think this is a fun risk. I'm not too fussed. I could transfer him out, bring in someone I think maybe better long term, or is slightly cheaper to enable me to do Jackson to Isak next game week. But I'm just going to stick with Milenkovic, stay with my fellow Serbians. And then my captaincy. I've currently got it on Cole Palmer. Part of me really wants to put it on Jackson. I'm stressed. The thing is, Cole Palmer played midweek. He's so good. He's on penalties. He's nailed for the 90 minutes. Jackson, I don't know whether he might pick up a yellow card this game week, but I don't know whether he's going to be nailed for the full 90. Even so, could be explosive, could score a hat-trick and get taken off at 70 minutes. You just don't know. And the last time they played Spurs, managed to get that hat-trick, and that's what I keep thinking about now. Plus, I think he was rested in the week. The signs are there, but then it's Cole Palmer. But then another thing, I've had my vice-captaincy on Cole Palmer all week. I haven't really considered Jackson until now. So I think, should I do a late switch? Probably not. There's animals causing chaos. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. So probably shouldn't do the late switch. And Palmer, everyone's captaining him. So again, that's probably the safer option. And where I am rank-wise, I should probably play it safe rather than taking a punt on Jackson. But imagine if it's Jackson, if he's the one that goes off. And then I've captained Cole Palmer and I'll be so annoyed. But then Palmer is the way to go. And I've been burnt in the past by not going for Palmer. I keep transferring him out before he gets a big haul. But I've got, I think, about 2 hours until the deadline. So I will have a think and then keep you updated, but very happy about the benching situation now because I can play Wood and I can play Milenkovic, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter. They were just good backups. I don't think it's worth using a transfer now for any reason, and I'm feeling quietly confident. Although I did check FPL review, which is very unlike me, but I checked it and that told me to transfer out Milenkovic. So starting him maybe isn't the most optimal, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, I've had my weekly debrief with FPL Nemesis, and we've both said Cole Palmer is the best captaincy option to go for. About an hour to go to the deadline. It's still not fully there. I think I will captain him. It's safe. It's good. But Jackson is calling to me. If Jackson goes mad, I'll just be so irritated. But then my captaincy, vice captaincy has been on Palmer all game week. And he's reliable. And he's going to get the minutes. All the signs are pointing towards Cole Palmer. And I've locked in with FPL Nemesis, who I think is definitely going to captain Cole Palmer as well. But there's an hour to go. I will, yeah. I just feel, I don't know, there's something in me that's like, Is that about? But then is it because I've been online and everyone's captaining Cole Palmer? So I think, oh, quick, you could get the edge if you go for a more differential captain. Then that's silly. And at least I own them both anyway. So if I captain Karma but Jackson does go off, I have him in my team. I don't know how to explain this and I don't really know what happened, but I panicked and captained Saka and I will not take any further questions at this time. Also, when I went to switch the captaincy from Salah, I benched Salah and then the captaincy automatically went onto Chris Wood. That could be a sign, but I didn't keep it on there, which I think is a sensible move. Hear me okay, because Storm Dara, the car's not on and I think the camera's shaking. Oh. The storm is absolutely crazy, so I'm not surprised that the game has been called off in Liverpool because I'm very far southeast. I'm going to check the halftime scores because obviously nothing is televised in the UK. I've managed to avoid all scores so far, so I don't know what's gone on. Now, first of all, I'm going to check Brentford Newcastle because that is the fixture that I fear the most because I haven't gotten Burmo, transferred him out. I know he's been really rubbish recently, so maybe that'll continue. But also Newcastle with Isak, transferred him out for Jackson. And so far that hasn't paid off. I'm sure this game week my luck will turn. So we will check. It's 2-2 currently. Yep, first 2 goals. First one for Brentford in Burmo. First one for Newcastle, Isak. And then Wissa has also scored and Harvey Barnes. Okay, that's not too damaging. And then we've got Palace, Man City. 1-1, surprising. Munoz and Haaland. Haaland at 30 minutes. Will we see a resurgence now when he comes away with a hat-trick? I don't know, but 1-1 for Palace, and Palace scored first. I bet Pep was absolutely scratching his face off. I was going to say tearing his hair out, but can't really use that. And then we've got Villa Southampton. Not too fussed about this one. 1 goal so far, Duran. 1-0 to Southampton. I mean, that's pretty much expected, isn't it? Would like to see something. Oh, I forgot I've got Rodgers. Would like to see something from Rodgers in that game. So in the second half, that would be positive. Okay, we're not looking absolutely horrific. And Haaland's finally scored. So I don't know whether he's going to snap back into action. Isak needs to stay quiet for the next half because I regret not having him. Maybe it's time. We'll see how Jackson gets on tomorrow. I'm not going to rule him out. Although Enzo has been looking quite appealing as well. I could go with 2 Chelsea midfielders and then bring in Isak up front. And Jackson is due to get another yellow card and be suspended for a match. But then Isak, I'm a bit worried about his fitness. So pros and cons to both, isn't there? Second half, let's hope for something from Rodgers. So, interesting development. Palace are currently 2-1 up, which I didn't expect. But if Palace can beat City, and I know City are on a bit of a rubbish run as it is, but then Forest can definitely beat Man U. I've also got a good update. Wood and Milenkovic both start, which is a nice relief. Things are going well so far. Another positive update, hopefully, is that Watkins, oh, sorry, my microphone. I don't think I touched on this earlier, but Watkins was benched this game week. Did not expect that. All the rumours were that Rodgers might be benched, but instead it was Watkins. But he's now on and Rodgers has stayed on. So it would be nice if they can team up together, get a goal and assist, and we'll be happy because I'll get some points in my midfield. But so far, so good. For God's sake, Lewis has scored. Now, this is a player that hasn't been in the forefront of my transfer plans, but I feel as though I should have just bought in ages ago. I haven't, and now he's scored, and there's going to be a lot of happy managers out there, which is irritating. On a brighter note, Flecken got an assist today, and I read a fact that he's got the same number of attacking returns this season as clean sheets, which is wild for a goalkeeper. Glad that I've got Raya. That's a fun little fact, isn't it? I'm trying to cheer myself up from Lewis because that's annoying. Okay, not to just be miserable with these updates, but it's not going well for my team, and Burmo's just got an assist. That's a goal and an assist. Irritating. Not to be horrible, but Lewis just got a red card and I feel better. Right, that is the end of the 3 p.m. kickoffs, and unfortunately, Rodgers did blank. Not ideal. I expect so much more from him. He will have a game week soon where everything will just fall into place. Milenkovic has scored. Milenkovic has scored a goal. Imagine if I'd have benched him this game week. I would have been absolutely fuming. He could be on for such a huge haul. He's already on 7 points. There's clean sheet potential, bonus points. I'm getting carried away, but Milenkovic has scored. That is the best. I'm so pleased. And again, thank you, Storm Dara, because I would have had him on the bench and I would have been so angry with myself. Even if Forest concede now, it's fine because I've got that goal from Milenkovic. I can't transfer him out. Stuff whatever FPL review says, I'm not taking him out. I've been humbled now because Højlund just scored, so Man U have equalised. But I've got my goal from my defender, so it's fine. Very excited. Morgan Gibbs-White just scored. Unfortunately, no input from Chris Wood, but he's right place, right time. That's how he works. Oh, Wood just had a really, really close chance. Didn't happen, but it's good. He's getting into those positions. Things are looking positive. I was just texting Az, and he said, it turns out I was raving about how good Chris Wood is. Just poke myself in the eye. I'll put the conversation here so you know what I'm talking about. But it turns out it's his birthday today. And oh my God. Yes. Oh, Chris Wood has scored. Chris Wood has scored a goal. Oh, he would have been on my bench. Can you imagine if I'd have benched him? I would have been absolutely raging. I think Salah captained him. Oh, my captaincy was on Chris Wood. I assume Saka will outscore him tomorrow, so I won't dwell on that too much because I wouldn't have kept the captaincy on Chris Wood unless I was feeling wild, and I'm not. Chris Wood goal. It's the best thing ever. What a game. What are the chances? Milenkovic and Wood both on my bench, and they had to come in for Trent and Salah, and they've both scored. That is so jammy. I don't deserve those points. So an update, Wood came off at 78 minutes, which is longer than I expected. I thought he was going to come off like 65, just after 60. So that's promising long term, and I'm really happy with that. It's good to see. I mean, Forest look really, really good. And again, the bench situation, I feel a bit guilty, but every point helps at this stage, and Wood, I think, is just over 20% owned. Milenkovic is really low ownership, definitely a differential, so that's really, really good. Ralph's like thrilled, look. Woo! Maybe he's a Man U fan. He's not looking too happy. Hello, I'm editing this and I realise I got no footage whatsoever of the afternoon kickoffs on Sunday. So Bournemouth, nothing happened because Semenyo blanked and that was all that mattered to my team. The Arsenal game was a painful watch. Now set the scene. We went to a pub, it was full of Fulham fans and we were there basically cheering on Arsenal because we had Arsenal assets. And then there was one Arsenal fan sitting near us who was very, very angry and aggressive about things that were going on. On top of this, we have as stressing about the Brighton game, they equalised late, so he wasn't in the best mood. Ralph kept farting, which was really distracting. And then there were people coming and going. There was another dog, a massive dog there called Ralph. So every time he got called, Ralph thought it was him. And it was just all too much. So the only tiny bit of footage I got was when they took Saka's goal to VAR. And I thought it had been given. I thought it was a goal. So I was really happy and then realised it was not. It was offside. So enjoyed that little bit of footage, but it wasn't a fun experience and not much was filmed because of that very reason. Saka scored, but now they're checking it. They've sent it to VAR. Ralph's farted. Things have gone like good and then bad, Ralph.
Oh, I've just farted.
No, Ralph. It's fine. Oh, it'll kill me. It's offside. I'm
Ralph's
so relieved.
Nothing.
Fuck. The first time in about 6 game weeks that you've had something to celebrate.
Solanke!
Relief. Chelsea have scored. So Spurs scored a second one. It was Kulusevski. But Sancho's just scored. So we're 2-1. We're still in it. It's only 17 minutes. This is going to be such a lively game.
Up the Chelsea.
Oh, I need that. Say that again.
Up the Chelsea.
He hates us. Today he's on our side. Apart from Solanke. I just found out Porro got the assist for the second goal. I thought for Solanke was on for a brace then.
He just missed it on the line. How?
I said earlier, Az was getting really annoyed about Solanke, and I said, I'm sure he will get a hat-trick at some point.
Now. How did he miss that? Whoa.
Welcome. Az has got a stain on his top that he's a bit self-conscious about, so I'm covering it casually with my arm.
The idea was you didn't say anything about it, and then it would just no one would have said anything.
Thoughts on the first half?
I feel robbed of points. Solanke could have had a brace. Jackson had 2 good chances. Palmer
there was also Jackson's Palmer assist. Yeah.
I feel robbed.
I just hope Chelsea win, to be honest. I've got Palmer and Jackson, but I haven't got Palmer captained. But I think the Chelsea win is more important to me right now than anything else, so I don't really care.
So Porro brace or Chelsea win?
Well, Porro's already got an assist, so I'll let that go. Chelsea win, thank you very much. I think it'll put me in a better mood long term.
I don't buy it, but okay.
No, it would. I would rather Chelsea won.
Then a Porro brace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've already got an assist, and that's more than I expected from Porro. I didn't want to play Porro this week. I was going to transfer him out to save some money, but they play Southampton away next game week.
But they'll lose that. They'll lose that 1-0.
Yeah, they will. But I thought this week, you know what? Let's just take it. Let's just accept the fact that Porro's not going to get anything. He's got an assist. I can go, thank you. That's enough. Now concede. More.
Okay.
I regret covering this for you. Penalty time.
Oh look, he's having to do his lace up. That's not a good sign.
It's good. He's getting ready. He's getting them on properly.
Honestly, of all the people in football, you would probably trust him more than anyone, wouldn't you? He's bloody good at it. But I have captained him, so the goal doesn't look straight. That's a massive disadvantage. Look, it's all topsy-turvy.
It is. The camera angle.
Oh, he's never going to score this. The bloody pitch isn't level.
He's going to fall.
He's going to fall over. It's like being in the upside-down house.
Come on. Yay! That was easy. Chelsea 3-2 up, as has now done the classic. I was going to get Fenzo.
That is exactly what I just said. It didn't look
Another
did
penalty for Chelsea.
Wow.
No, that was
It looked really soft at first, but...
If this was Saka, he'd pass it over.
He would,
Palmer is
yeah.
100% going to be taking this. Penalty number
The
2.
pitch isn't level again.
Yeah, but it worked in his favour last time.
That's true.
Oh!
Oh my god, he's been it.
Oh, that
That was such a bad save.
If the keeper just stayed where he was.
That was amazing. 4-2.
That.
He got a penalty last time they played Spurs. Blue is the colour. How happy are you?
I'm just proper Chelsea today.
Oh,
Just really feel the Chelsea love.
how does it feel being a Chelsea fan for the day?
Feels good. Hope you're watching this, Dad.
Even though your team equalised today as well, but we won't talk about that because it puts you in a bad mood.
Jamie Vardy always scores against us every single
Did he get a
year.
goal and an assist?
Yeah. Man can't be stopped.
I'm really happy with that. Result 4-3. I was nervous towards the end after they scored that goal in the 96th minute. I thought, this will be folklore if they end up equalising with us, but they didn't, so we got another 3 points.
I retract all of my previous comments because you don't have Palmer captain and he was scoring goals and you were happy for him to be scoring and you're happy at the end. So
I will say though, and I've said this before, I always feel a bit cheated. Luckily I own him. I have him as an asset. It's stupid that I don't captain him though when I am a fan.
I was really surprised when you took the captaincy off because you were telling me for ages you were going to captain Palmer or Jackson.
I know.
And then your team just came out. I looked at it and I was like, Saka.
I know. I don't know what happened, but you shouldn't make decisions last minute, should you?
I was like, I don't hate it. Like, I think he was a good option, but I was just surprised because you're
Also,
big
Saka
Chelsea.
could have had 18 points if that goal hadn't been disallowed because he was on for 3 bonus, but it's fine. I do always feel a bit cheated when it's penalties. It's like when we didn't have. It's like when we didn't own Mbermo last season and they kept getting penalties and we were like, ugh. But I'm really happy that obviously it was Palmer on penalties, he got them in and we won. 4-3.
On the topsy-turvy pitch.
Topsy-turvy pitch, yeah, which you were very concerned about. As is trying the spread that I've been going on about all week.
Was this in your vlog earlier? There's not much left.
I know, I mean like the whole tub. It's really bad.
Smells nice. That's the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. That is absolutely lovely. I didn't think I was going to like it as much.
I think your eyes just rolled into the back of your head.
Yummy, 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 so sweet. Every single bite is...
Good evening. It's Monday night. I've ordered a takeaway. I don't know how much I actually ordered. I decided to go for some buffalo chicken and some chips. And then I've got my special Fat Cat Meow's Revenge hot sauce. And for the doubters in that Hot Wings video saying, Yelena barely took a bite. Fair enough for the 10th one because I did. That was the tiniest nibble in the world. But all of the others, I took a polite bite. So I didn't want to be on camera like, hum. So it was just very polite, demure. And then I was eating it, but you'd notice that I took a big bite, first of all. Fair enough, you can't see it from the angle. But then whilst Az is sweating and dying, I was going in for seconds and thirds. And I think I finished 3 of the wings in total. Anyway, won't justify. We'll put a clip of myself drowning my chips in that hot sauce for any deniers. But next time we do a challenge like that, I'll eat like a barbarian. So there are no doubts whatsoever. Sorry, you can see a cat here in the corner. Anyway, tonight, Strand Larsen could absolutely save my game week because if Cunha blanks and Strand Larsen goes big, we're laughing. Ain't Nori, if he was to keep a clean sheet, that would be great. But doubtful. It's West Ham at home. I think they will probably do pretty well. I think it might be quite a big night for Bowen as well, which frightens me slightly, but I wasn't planning to bring him in at the moment, so I can't be too upset about that. What I would like to discuss, though, I know normally I take things quite well, especially this season. I found that I'm not really letting decisions get to me too much. I woke up in such a bad mood because of the Cole Palmer captaincy, and I've been editing the video now, and I think, oh, why? I'm watching myself. Why did I take it off of Cole Palmer? And looking at other people's scores, I've managed to stay up there. I think Az and I are very close on points for this game week, and he captained Cole Palmer. And I think, oh, with that Cole Palmer captaincy, plus the absolute luck of having Wood and Milenkovic starting and both scoring goals, I could have had quite a big game week, and then I could have flown through the ranks. Now, I've dropped a couple of 100,000 places. I don't think it's anything too horrendous. I'm still at 2 million-ish. But it's kind of what could have been. So it would be nice if tonight goes well. But I thought, normally I do laugh things off, but that captaincy decision's really, really annoyed me. I'm annoyed at myself, and I'm really pleased. The thing is, yesterday would have been, I was really happy. I think last night I was just happy with the Chelsea win, and that's not what I expected from that game. So that kind of, I was on a high, and then I woke up, looked at my team and thought, oh, Yelena, you absolute moron. And it was just such an obvious decision, and I don't know why. I hadn't considered Saka captaincy at all. It didn't cross my mind. And then just before the deadline, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to switch it to Saka. And it's irritated me. But there's nothing I can do about it. It's, 18 points, 18 lovely, lovely points. And there will be part of me, even if Strand Larsen was to go mad and get like 20 points tonight, I would think, well, I could have had that plus 18 from Cole Palmer captaincy. But it's happened. I just need to not make such silly decisions. And especially where I am rank-wise, I'm not really in a position to be that bullish on things. I think I need to just play it safe. Probably till like game week 36, then I'll just throw everything at it. And I've seen other people's scores this week and they are on like 20, 30. So I'm not going to be too upset about my team, but it's still a red arrow. I'm still, it's just frustrating, isn't it? And again, sorry to keep going, but if I'd have captained Cole Palmer, I would have had my Chelsea win, Cole Palmer captaincy, all those points, plus Wood and Milenkovic. I would have been so excited, whereas this has just put a bit of a downer on things. And what annoys me is Az and I went and got fish and chips for that game, and I made a joke about chippy chips, and that just all would have been so on brand with Cole Palmer. But it didn't happen. So, yeah, anyway, gonna tuck into my takeaway and then watch the game. Just floating the idea out there, I've looked at my transfers. I could get Jackson to Isak, and then I could get Semenyo down to Enzo, which I like. That is double Chelsea midfield. I can bench Enzo if I want to. Makes benching headaches a bit easier because at least I'll have a Chelsea attacking asset in there. Plus I get Isak. Plus I don't have to worry about Jackson getting his yellow card and being suspended for a match. Could possibly be the way to go. We're 20 minutes in and thoroughly pleased with Wolves at the moment. They are dominating, which I didn't surprise. Ralph's had enough. Considering they are away from home. Oh, God, what a view. Almost had a Strand Larsen assist, Gomez goal, which would have been great because there would have been zero Cunha involvement. But unfortunately, didn't work. Wolves have conceded, so the 8-0 clean sheet has gone. This is also annoying. I need Wolves to score no matter what. Ideally not Cunha, but I've got Fabianski on my bench, and I'll be so annoyed if I've got a clean sheet and potential save point on my bench. So Strand Larsen needs to... and Nori need to step into gear. Oh, second goal for West Ham. Wolves are just losing it. Ooh, they've whipped out the VAR. It does look slightly offside, but they are checking. They should honestly, can't they just speed this up? Clear and obvious errors, my friend. Let's not waste a load of game time. It's offside, so it's just 1-0 to West Ham. I will say though, I'm the type of person that probably... I was in a lift, and I thought that someone had my dog. This was in my building. And I was like, is that my dog? And they looked at me like I was crazy. And then obviously I realised it wasn't my dog. But basically, I'm not very observant. And if I could... Oh, shut up. Is Strand Larsen coming off? Oh, you're kidding me. Strand Larsen's off. Strand Larsen's off for Giddis. Strand Larsen's off. Oh. Basically, my rant was just going to be, if I can identify that it's offside, then these people should be able to do it a lot faster and more efficiently. And I appreciate I haven't got thousands of people watching me, but Sean Larson's off. That is so annoying. Thank goodness I played Chris Wood. Let this be a lesson to you, Yelena, in the future. Trust Chris Wood. Chris Wood is the only one you can rely on. You can't rely on Sean Larson. Taken off at 60 minutes. What's even the point? Why am I even watching this now? Oh, God. I mean, it's good if Ain't Nori does something, but everyone owns him, so... Oh, that's so annoying. I think Ain't Nori just assisted Doherty, which is good. I'm getting points. Screw the clean sheet. We've got an assist, I think. I was too busy typing away angrily. And Doherty goal. Fine. Who owns him? Not me. Not anyone I know that I'm aware of. But it wasn't Cunha, which is positive. Strand Larson. Oh, I feel so betrayed. Ain't Nori's off. So now this game means nothing to me. And I'm going to end the vlog on that note. Not a very cheery one. I haven't looked at my score and I don't want to. And I don't want to look at my rank. It's going to be horrible. Absolutely horrible. But the whole season's been bad. So let's not dwell too much. I'm sure Green Arrow's on the way. And, oh, West Ham just scored again. Oh, offside. Anyway, Bowen looks good. I like the other look of Kudus. That's about it. Think I might do the Enzo Isak transfer, but we'll have a think about it and probably change my mind last minute for the deadline because apparently that's what I do. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.